Welcome to my channel Valuable Coins All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into the 1990 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that has been overlooked by many but is quietly holding the potential for a surprising payout. If you're a collector or just someone interested in the world of rare coins, you'll want to stay tuned for this one. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It has remained a staple of U.S. coinage ever since, and even today, you can find these quarters in circulation. However, just because a coin is widely circulated doesn't mean every version is worth just a quarter. You might be wondering what makes the 1990 Washington quarter dollar special. Well, it's all about the variations, minting errors, and, of course, condition. If you're holding a 1990 quarter in your pocket, it's important to inspect it carefully because you could be in possession of a coin that's worth more than its face value. The standard version of the 1990 Washington quarter typically holds little extra value, but certain versions have gained a reputation for being rare and highly sought after. So, what are the key factors that can make a 1990 Washington quarter worth more? First, let's talk about the condition. Coins in mint state or near-perfect condition are typically worth more than those that have been in circulation for decades. Look for coins that are free from scratches, discoloration, or heavy wear. Coins with a deep, sharp strike, where the details are clearly defined, are often valued higher by collectors. Next, there are the mintage errors. Over the years, some Washington quarters were struck with errors such as misprints, double dies, and off-center strikes. These errors can make a coin exceptionally valuable. For instance, if the coin has a noticeable mistake in the design or lettering, it could become a rare find worth more than any regular quarter. Collectors also look at the type of mint that struck the coin. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint marks its coins with a distinctive letter, which can impact its rarity. The coins from the San Francisco mint, which were proof coins, tend to be more valuable because they were specially made for collectors. If you can get your hands on one of these, it could fetch a higher price than a standard circulation coin from Philadelphia or Denver. But that's not all. The true secret to unlocking a high value for the 1990 Washington quarter lies in its scarcity. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but a very small number were struck with rare characteristics, which makes them highly sought after by collectors. This is why you could be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. For those of you out there checking your coin jars or sorting through your change, here's something you should know. The key to making the most out of your 1990 Washington quarter is to have it evaluated by a professional coin grader. A qualified expert can assess the coin's condition, identify any rare traits, and let you know exactly how much it's worth. Some of these quarters, especially those with minting errors or in pristine condition, have been sold for surprisingly high amounts. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a particularly rare and well-preserved 1990 Washington quarter, it could potentially be worth $50,000. Yes, that's right. A coin originally valued at just a quarter could earn you a small fortune if you find the right buyer or auction. So, keep an eye out. Your 1990 Washington quarter could be much more valuable than you think. Always remember, in the world of coin collecting, it's not just about the age of the coin or its appearance. It's about the story behind it, the rarity, and the condition. Happy hunting, and may your coins bring you more than just memories. Top 2. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures, and the United States Washington quarter dollar is no exception. Among all the years the Washington quarter has been minted, the 1973 edition holds a particular intrigue for collectors and enthusiasts alike. At first glance, it might seem like any other quarter, but as we delve deeper, you'll realize that this coin might be worth much more than just 25 cents. If you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned expert, stick around as we explore the fascinating details and the surprising value behind the 1973 Washington quarter dollar. The Washington quarter has a long history in U.S. currency. First introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, the design has remained relatively consistent, with a profile of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. However, as with many U.S. coins, some years have produced versions of the Washington quarter that are more valuable than others, often due to factors like rarity, condition, and minting errors. The 1973 Washington quarter dollar is one of those special years. While it might not seem like it at first glance, this coin has generated interest among collectors for various reasons. One of the biggest factors contributing to its value is the production quality and the presence of certain minting errors that can make these quarters quite rare. Let's start by talking about the minting process. In 1973, quarters were struck in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these mints produced millions of coins, but some variations are more sought after than others. The mint mark, located on the reverse of the coin, indicates where it was struck. While all of these mints produced coins for circulation, the San Francisco Mint also produced proof versions of the quarter, which were intended for collectors and often have a much higher value. In addition to the differences in mints, the condition of the coin is also a crucial factor when determining its value. Coins that have been in circulation for decades will naturally show signs of wear, such as scratches, discoloration, and smoothing of the details. However, coins that have been preserved in mint condition, with sharp details and minimal wear, are highly prized. The 1973 Washington quarter is no exception. Quarters in mint state are considered far more valuable, as collectors are always looking for coins that have been well preserved and exhibit excellent craftsmanship. Another key element that affects the value of the 1973 Washington quarter is the possibility of rare minting errors. These errors can range from double dies, where the coin has been struck more than once, to off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. If you happen to find a 1973 Washington quarter with such errors, it could significantly increase its value. These error coins are unique and can fetch high prices at auction or among private collectors. Of course, like any rare item, scarcity plays a huge role in determining a coin's value. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of Washington quarters in 1973, only a small number of them were struck with rare characteristics or in pristine condition. As a result, these coins are harder to find today, and their value has increased due to demand among collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such specimens. For those of you with a keen eye, it's essential to inspect your 1973 quarters closely. Look for the specific mint marks, check the condition, and see if any errors or unique characteristics stand out. If you find a coin in excellent condition or with a noticeable minting error, you could be sitting on a real gem. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1973 Washington quarter could be worth if it is in great condition or has some kind of rare characteristic. If you were to come across one of these quarters, especially one with a rare minting error or a high grade from a reputable grading service, the value could easily surprise you. In fact, some of these coins have sold for significant amounts of money. So, what could you expect in terms of value? Well, in some cases, a 1973 Washington quarter has been known to fetch up to $73,000. Yes, you read that right, $73,000. While not every 1973 quarter will bring in this amount, those with the right conditions and characteristics can command this staggering price, making it a potential gold mine for coin collectors. If you've got a 1973 Washington quarter sitting around, it's worth your time to have it professionally appraised. A certified coin grader can evaluate its condition and any special characteristics it may have, ensuring you get the true value for your coin. Who knows, your quarter could end up being a rare and valuable piece of U.S. history, just waiting to be discovered. In the world of coin collecting, the Washington quarter, particularly from years like 1973, proves that what appears to be a simple coin can hold a much greater value. If you find the right one, you might just walk away with a small fortune. So, keep your eyes open, inspect your quarters carefully, and you might just have a very valuable piece of American currency in your hands. Happy collecting, and who knows, your next quarter could be worth more than you ever imagined. Top 3. When it comes to coin collecting, certain years and editions of coins stand out from the rest, and one such example is the 1979 Washington quarter dollar. At first glance, this quarter might seem like just another part of the everyday currency used across the United States. But if you dive into the world of coin collecting, you'll discover that the 1979 Washington quarter holds much more value than its face value. This is one coin that can offer a surprising return for those who know what to look for. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating world of the 1979 Washington quarter, its unique features, and its potential worth in the market today. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about hidden treasures, stay tuned. This is one story you won't want to miss. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, has been a mainstay in U.S. currency ever since. Over the years, various editions have been released, with some years producing coins that have captured the attention of collectors due to their rarity, condition, or unique characteristics. The 1979 Washington quarter is one such coin. While millions of these quarters were minted, there are particular details about the 1979 quarter that make it more valuable than you might think. One of the first things that can affect the value of any coin is its condition. While most coins from regular circulation show signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, fading, and discoloration, quarters in mint condition are highly sought after. A 1979 Washington quarter that has been well preserved, with sharp features and minimal signs of use, can fetch a higher price than a coin that's been bouncing around in your pocket for decades. If you happen to find a 1979 quarter that looks almost brand new, it could be worth a lot more than you expect. But the value of the 1979 Washington quarter isn't just determined by its condition. Another key factor to consider is the minting process itself. In 1979, these quarters were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Each of these mints marked their coins with a distinct mint mark. The quarters from the San Francisco mint were specially designed as proof coins, intended for collectors rather than general circulation. Proof coins are struck with a higher level of precision and are usually more valuable than coins from regular circulation, particularly if they've been kept in pristine condition. The coins from the Denver and Philadelphia mints were the ones that circulated widely, and while they may seem more common, certain factors can still make them valuable. The key is to look for rare variations, such as double strikes, misprints, or other minting errors. For example, a double die coin, where the design is duplicated due to a misalignment during the minting process, is a highly sought-after error in the world of coin collecting. If you happen to come across a 1979 Washington quarter with this type of error, it could be worth a significant amount more than a standard quarter. Another important aspect to consider when evaluating the value of the 1979 Washington quarter is its rarity. Although millions of these quarters were produced, not all of them have survived the years in good condition. Collectors are always looking for coins that are rare, well-preserved, or feature unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. The 1979 Washington quarter, especially in exceptional condition or with a rare minting error, can become a valuable piece in the world of coin collecting. When it comes to actual prices, you might be surprised to learn that some of these coins have fetched astonishing amounts at auction. While a regular 1979 Washington quarter in circulation condition is likely worth only its face value of 25 cents, certain rare examples have sold for extraordinary prices. Coins that are in uncirculated or near mint condition, or those with minting errors, can see their value soar far beyond what most people would expect. So, how much could a 1979 Washington quarter potentially be worth? Well, if you're fortunate enough to own a coin that's in pristine condition, carries a rare minting error, or is one of the proof coins from the San Francisco mint, you could be looking at a price tag of up to $63,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $63,000. Of course, this doesn't mean that every 1979 quarter will fetch this amount, but it's proof that some of these seemingly ordinary coins have the potential to become valuable collectibles. For those of you who are just getting started in coin collecting, or if you've been holding on to a few 1979 quarters for years, now is the time to take a closer look. Take the time to inspect your quarters carefully, paying attention to the mint mark, the condition of the coin, and any potential errors. If you think you might have found something rare, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded by an expert who can accurately determine its value. The world of coin collecting can be an exciting and rewarding hobby. And the 1979 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how a small, everyday coin can hide tremendous value. Whether you're a passionate collector or someone just looking to make a bit of money on the side, this coin could offer you an opportunity to profit from your curiosity and knowledge. So, go ahead, dig through your coin collection or check your change. You might just find a 1979 Washington quarter that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Happy collecting, and may you discover your own hidden treasures. Top 4. When it comes to coin collecting, certain years and editions of coins often carry surprising value. And the 1965 Washington quarter dollar is one such example. Most people might think of it as just another coin from the mid-20th century, but there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. If you've ever wondered whether your pocket change could be worth something more, this video is for you. Today, we'll dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1965 Washington quarter dollar, exploring its history, unique features, and, most importantly, how it could end up being worth a small fortune. Stick around until the end, and you might just be surprised at what you could find hidden in your collection. The Washington quarter has been a part of U.S. currency since 1932, designed to honor the first president of the United States, George Washington. Since then, the quarter has undergone several design changes, but the 1965 edition stands out for several reasons, particularly because of what happened in the years leading up to and following its release. To truly understand the value of the 1965 Washington quarter, we have to go back to a period in American history when changes in coinage were taking place due to economic reasons. In 1965, the United States faced significant economic challenges, including a coin shortage and rising costs of silver. As a result, the U.S. Mint decided to remove silver from most of its circulating coins, including the Washington quarter. Prior to this year, quarters were composed of 90% silver, but starting in 1965, the Washington quarter was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition with no silver content. This change was a big deal, as it marked the end of an era for the quarter. The 1965 quarter, therefore, holds historical significance as one of the first quarters to be made from this new composition. While the 1965 Washington quarter was minted in large quantities, some rare variations make it a sought-after item among collectors today. One of the primary factors that determine the value of this coin is its condition. Like all coins, a 1965 Washington quarter in mint condition is far more valuable than one that has been circulated and worn down over the years. If the coin you found is nearly flawless, with sharp details and minimal signs of wear, it could fetch a much higher price than you might expect. In addition to the general condition of the coin, there are a few key characteristics that make certain 1965 Washington quarters more valuable than others. For instance, the presence of a unique minting error can significantly increase a coin's value. Over the years, several 1965 quarters were struck with defects such as double dies, where the design appears twice on the coin due to a misalignment during the minting process. These error coins are highly prized by collectors, as they are rare and add an extra level of intrigue to the history of the coin. If you happen to find a 1965 Washington quarter with one of these errors, it could drastically raise its worth. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 1965 Washington quarter is its rarity. Although millions of these coins were minted, only a small number were struck with errors or remain in perfect condition. The rarity of a coin is often what drives its value in the market, as collectors are always on the lookout for something unique and hard to find. This is why coins from certain years, like 1965, can fetch impressive amounts. Even if they were produced in relatively high quantities, it's also important to note that the value of the 1965 Washington quarter is influenced by its appeal in the broader coin market. Over the years, as collectors have become more interested in rare coins, demand for coins like the 1965 Washington quarter has risen. This increase in demand, coupled with the coin's historical significance and rarity, has made it an attractive target for those looking to add to their collections. Now, let's talk about just how much a 1965 Washington quarter could be worth. While the average quarter from 1965 may only be worth its face value of 25 cents, rare versions of this coin, particularly those in pristine condition or with minting errors, can be worth far more. For those of you lucky enough to own one of these valuable coins, you might be able to sell it for a substantial amount. Some 1965 Washington quarters, especially those with notable minting errors or in uncirculated condition, have been known to sell for as much as $133,000. Yes, that's right, $133,000. This staggering amount is proof that, in the world of coin collecting, even a coin as simple as the 1965 Washington quarter can be worth a small fortune. If you've got a 1965 Washington quarter in your collection, it's time to take a closer look. Inspect it for any unusual characteristics, errors, or signs of exceptional preservation. If you think your coin might be rare or valuable, consider having it professionally graded by an expert who can give you an accurate valuation. Who knows? You could be holding onto a rare piece of U.S. history that is worth far more than you ever imagined. Coin collecting is a fascinating hobby that can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. The 1965 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and condition can combine to create a valuable collectible. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep your eyes peeled for these hidden treasures, and you might just find that your next quarter could be worth far more than its face value. Happy hunting, and who knows what gems you might uncover along the way. Top 5. In the world of coin collecting, certain years and editions of coins often stand out as hidden treasures. One such example is the 1994 Washington quarter dollar. To the untrained eye, this might look like just another regular coin, but if you dig a little deeper, you might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary quarter could be worth much more than its face value. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone who's just starting out, this video will shed light on why the 1994 Washington quarter is so special and how it could potentially be worth a small fortune. Stay with us as we explore what makes this coin unique and how you could end up holding a rare and valuable collectible. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, the coin has become a staple in U.S. currency. Although the design has remained largely unchanged with Washington's profile on the front and an eagle on the reverse, some years have produced coins that have become highly sought after by collectors. The 1994 Washington quarter is one of those coins. So, what makes the 1994 Washington quarter stand out? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and specific characteristics that make it a valuable piece in the world of coin collecting. Unlike some coins that are rarer due to minting errors, the 1994 quarter gained attention for its unique combination of characteristics, especially for collectors who focus on coins in excellent condition when it comes to any coin's value. One of the first things you should consider is the condition of the coin. Over the years, most coins that circulate in daily transactions show signs of wear and tear. They become scratched, dirty, and lose the sharpness of their original details. However, coins that are in mint condition, often referred to as uncirculated, are far more valuable. A 1994 Washington quarter that has been well preserved and shows minimal wear can fetch a much higher price than one that has been tossed into circulation and used for decades. For this reason, collectors often search for coins that have been carefully kept in pristine condition, as these are the ones that are most sought after, while the condition of the coin is crucial. Another factor that plays a role in determining its value is the rarity of the coin. In 1994, the United States Mint produced millions of Washington quarters. Most of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and they were intended for general circulation. However, there are a few coins that stand out because of their unique characteristics. If you happen to find a 1994 Washington quarter with a noticeable minting error, such as a double die or off-center strike, this could significantly increase the value of your coin. Minting errors are highly prized by collectors because they make a coin one of a kind, and a quarter with a rare error could be worth far more than its face value. Another factor that contributes to the potential value of the 1994 Washington quarter is its scarcity in top-grade condition. While the Mint produced a large number of these coins, only a small percentage of them were kept in near-perfect condition. As a result, these higher-grade coins have become increasingly difficult to find, and they are often worth much more to collectors who are looking for coins that can fill in the gaps in their collections. Now, let's talk about the specific value of a 1994 Washington quarter. As with many coins, the value can vary depending on the condition, minting errors, and any other unique features that the coin might have. However, if you happen to own a 1994 Washington quarter in exceptional condition or with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a significantly higher price than you would expect. Some of these coins have been sold for remarkable amounts, and in the right circumstances, a 1994 Washington quarter could be worth as much as $33,000. While not every 1994 quarter will fetch this amount, those with rare characteristics, such as minting errors or perfect grades, can command top dollar in the market. The key takeaway here is that coin collecting is not just about holding on to coins, it's about understanding what makes certain coins valuable. A 1994 Washington quarter might seem ordinary at first, But when you know what to look for, it could turn out to be a hidden treasure. If you're lucky enough to have a 1994 Washington quarter in your collection. Or if you find one in your spare change, it's worth taking a closer look. Check for any mint marks, inspect the condition, and look for any signs of errors or unusual features. If you think you've found a valuable coin, consider getting it professionally graded by a certified coin grading service. These experts can help you determine the true value of your coin and give you peace of mind knowing that you're making the most of your discovery. Coin collecting is a hobby that offers the chance to uncover valuable pieces of history. And the 1994 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how a simple coin can carry a surprising amount of value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, keep an eye out for rare and well-preserved coins from years like 1994. You never know. You might just find a quarter that could be worth far more than you ever expected. So, if you've got a 1994 Washington quarter sitting in your collection or hidden in a jar of change, it might be time to take a closer look. You could be holding a rare piece of U.S. history that could be worth as much as $33,000. Happy hunting, and who knows what other treasures you might find along the way.